Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Neethu Susan, faculty member of Rasashastra and Paishija Kalpana from DK Online. Considering your second year BAMS syllabus, Rasashastra and Paishija Kalpana is indeed a vast subject, but it is an integral part of your BAMS curriculum. Both these subjects, that is Rasashastra, say Rasashastra, and Vaishajya Kalpana, holds immense significance in Ayurveda due to its unique focus on the preparation of medicines. On one side, say if in the case of Rasashastra, it deals with the metallic and mineral substances preparations, whereas in case of Vaishajya Kalpana, it deals with the preparations of herbal drugs. Okay, but when it comes to preparing for exams, mugging up things and reproducing in your answer papers, both these subjects is bit challenging. And here in DK Online, our aim is to simplify this learning process and provide you with a clear and structured path to understand each and every subject. As I said, structured learning is very much essential. And that's why we have designed class videos to support your learning journey. Our class videos have been made in such a way that we have broken down the complex concepts in each subject into easily understandable form, and we offer a structured approach to each subject. For example, say consider our Rasashastra syllabus. You might have seen the first point in that the concept of Rasashala and Rasamandap. It's a key point in your Rasashastra syllabus and an area where we can expect both 10 mark and 5 mark questions. And today in this video, we will focus on how to structure a 10 mark answer for the concept of if the question comes like write down the concept of Rasashala and Rasamandap in Rasashastra. Let's see how to frame that answer for a 10 mark question.
Okay, so as I said, the question, suppose the question is for 10 marks, then you have to give an organized talk, like giving the headings. You have to give like a systematic or organized answer should be given, so that it can impress the examiner who evaluates a paper and you can score good marks. So, how will you write that? First, you have to give an introduction. You have to begin your answer with a brief introduction to Rasashala, highlighting its significance in Rasashastra and mention the references from where it has been taken. So, how will you write? A Rasashala or Beshajagara is a specialized laboratory or manufacturing unit where the preparation and processing of Rasa medicines take place. Okay, so in this sentence, you have mentioned what is Rasashala or Beshajagara, and in the next, you are mentioning about the references. The concept and significance of Rasashalas are well documented in are well documented. The concept and significance of Rasashalas are well documented in chapter 7 of Rasaratna Samuchaya, when an entire chapter is devoted to describing the building of a production unit. And also in Rasatarangini chapter 1, the concept of Rasashala has been mentioned. And that comprises the introduction. And the next section of your answer should be regarding the location of Rasashala. That is in Rasaratna Samuchaya, 7th chapter, it has been clearly mentioned that the where the location of Rasashala as Rasashalam Prakurvida Sarvabada Vivarjite Sarva Aushadhi Maye Deshe Remi Samanvide, which means a Rasashala should be built near a place of Sarvabada Vivarjite, where there is no obstacles should be present. And also a place with Sarva Aushadhi Maye Deshe, a place with abundance of medicinal herbs. And it should be beautiful, that is Remya. And also Kuba Samanvide, that means a well should be built nearby the Rasashala. Okay, if you have studied this sloka, then you can quote this. Otherwise, a sloka from the previous chapter, that is Rasatekna Samuchaya 6th chapter, there also Acharya has quoted about the features for a land where the Rasashala should be built. That is Atangarahite Deshe, Dharmaraje Manorame, Uma Mahesharubede, Samrade Nagare Shube, such and such. But suppose if you have not studied, if you have studied the slogan, it is well and good. Otherwise, you can simply quote these words. That is, the Rasashala, the place of Rasashala should be where there should not be any fear. That is, Adanga Rahide Desha. You have to quote these Sanskrit words. And then a place with Atyando Pavana. There should be abundance of Pavana or air. Then Vistirna, spacious. Samyak Vadayana Ubhayada. There should be Vadayanas, windows, and there should be ventilation. And such points, yeah, Dharma Rajya, Manorama. You quote those words, you can quote those words and then write down the meaning. Okay, so that's about the location of Rasashala. And next comes the third section of your answer, that is areas of Rasashala. So you have to write down the heading and then you have to quote a sloga, then the meaning of it. So how can you write the areas of Rasashala? Acharya has clearly mentioned the minutest details of building a Rasashala, in which he has mentioned the directions and the activities to be done on each direction. So how is it? Shalaya Purva Digbage Stabhayed Rasa Bhairavam Vahni Karmani cha Agneye Yame Pashana Karmacha. That is, on eastern side of the Rasashala, uh, Rasa Bhairava should be placed. And on southeast direction, the activities relating to Agni should be done. So how can you remember it? I'll tell you. Uh, Southeast is for Agni, right? Agni, it is the Agneya cone. So you can simply write as southeast is SE and fire. So if you write a T after SE, then you can connect it as set fire. We usually say it as set fire, right? So southeast for Agneya cone. And next is Nairitya Shastra Karmani Varune Kshalanadikam. That is, on Nairitya code, Shastra Karmas, that is the instruments, the activities with sharp instruments is done. That is Nairitya Shastra Karmani. Nairitya means SW, right? So Nairitya is SW. So you can connect it as So Nritya or So Nritya Shastra or Natya Shastra. So you can memorize it as Nairitya is for Shastra Karma. And next is Varuni Kshalanadikam. In Varuna Kone is a western side where the activities related to water, that is washing purposes, is done. Okay, so you have to remember it as Varuna is, you can know it as water. So you have to remember Varuna is the western side, right? So W and Varuna, W and V. Varuna is for western side, and you can take the water, the first letter W from water also, and you can connect it as western side is for water, right? So next is Shoshana Vayu Konecha Veda Karma Uttaretara. So why usually the Vayu is the function of Vayu is Shoshana Karma. So you can memorize it as Vayu Kona is for Shoshana, that is drying purposes, and Veda Karma is for Veda Karmas is usually done in the Uttara direction, that is in the northern direction. And next is Tabanam Siddha Vastuna Prakuryat Isha Konage. Isha Konage is the northeastern side. Okay, and where the storage is done. Okay, storage of all the prepared medicines and road drugs are all those storage function is in the Ishana cone or northeastern side, and such that you can, with these simple tricks, you can remember the directions and the activities done on each direction. Suppose you have, if you haven't learned this logo, or it is very much difficult for you to learn this logo, you can simply draw a figure like this, and then with you can simply draw a figure indicating the direction, and along with that you can mention the activities which is to be done on each direction. Okay, so that is about the areas of Rasashala. And next comes the fourth point in your answer, that is internal arrangements in Rasashala, or the equipments that should be made available in a Rasashala. So the building of pharmacy should have the following instruments and required material to prepare these instruments. Okay, whenever required. So in this section you can write whatever instruments or shastras or yantras that is available in your Resa lab. Okay, so yeah, you might have seen the Jaladroni, that is the vessels for collecting water, and also utensils of different size, and Kalva and Peshni, that is a mortar and pestle that you are usually using for grinding of medicines, and all kinds of yantra. Then Tapta Kalva, filters, and sand and kupi for the Valuke Yandra. So all kinds of yantras that you use for the preparation of medicines in your SR lab can be mentioned under this heading. And next comes the qualities of physician and attendant who should be made who should be present in the Rasashala. Ajari has clearly mentioned some of the qualities, and you can quote some of the qualities like the physician. The qualities of physician is Rasa Sachintaka Vaidya Nikandu Nyascha Vartika. He should be well aware of the Nikandus, and Sarva Deshak Bhasha Jnana. He should be aware of all sorts of languages, and also he should be aware of Sangrahas. And the qualities of attendant, okay, what is that? Parijaraka is so Udyama, okay, he should be hardworking. Shujaya should be hygienic. Shura and Bella, it should be courageous and strong. Okay, so you can quote these are all one line slogans, so you can easily study it and write it, and you can score good marks. And that comprises the fifth part of your answer. And next comes the sixth part, that is the second portion. So 5 points for the concept of Rasashala, and next comes Rasamandap. Okay, the second portion of your question. The question is concept of Rasashala and Rasamandap. So you have explained about Rasashala, and now you have to explain about Rasamandap. Okay, so what is Rasamandap? It is a specific area within the Rasashala where important rituals and procedures related to the Rasa preparations are performed. So there's a sloka for that which is mentioned in Rasaratna Samuchaya 6th chapter, just after the mentioning of the location of Rasashala. Okay, what is that? Tat Samibe Same Dipte Kartavyam Rasamandapam. That is, the Rasamandapa should be placed near the Rasashala Adi Guptam. It should be in a concealed area, so Vistirna, in a plain area. Okay, and it is supplied with good light. So that's about Rasamandap. And also in Rasamandap, a Rasalinga should be placed, right? So there is a proportion in which the Acharya has mentioned how to make a Rasalinga. That is, Nishkatrayam Hemapatram, Rasendram Nava Nishkagam. Nishkatrayam Hemapatram means three Nishka of Hema or gold should be mixed with Rasendram Navanishkam, 9 Nishka of Rasendram, that is Parada. And then it is done Mardana with Amla Dravyas, and for 3 hours, that is 1 yama, and it should be kept in Jambira and then subjected to Dola Indra Swedana in Kanjika for 1 day. And then after this, it is washed and then kept on Rasamandapa and worship. So you can mention about this Rasalinga, and you can write down the proportion for which from which the Rasalinga should be made. So it is 3 Nishka of gold and 9 parts of Parada, right? So you can remember as 3G. 3G network, you may know about the 3G, 2G network. So you can remember it as 3G network plus 9 parts of Parada you have to remember. So 9 is 9P, right? So when you invert the 9, if you just invert the 9, then you can get the letter, capital letter P. So you can remember it as 9 parts of Parada. Okay, and then Kalini woman features is also mentioned by Acharya. The features of a woman who should be present in Kalni woman, such features are mentioned in the context of Rasashala. So you can mention those features, and then at last, as last point, you can give the relevance of this Rasashala in the present era. That is the modern correlation with GMP. The Rasashala can be compared with the good manufacturing. GMP means good manufacturing practices in the present world or in the modern era. Okay, so you can mention some points regarding the GMP, which we will explain in detail in the coming videos or in the class videos. Okay, so you can also correlate some points. You can write down some points regarding GMP. And then, as in conclusion, you can just summarize these key points regarding Rasashala and Rasamanda, emphasizing the significance in the practice of Ayurveda, and then you can complete your answer. So, this helps in comprising the answer for a 10-mark question, help you to score good marks, and also the examiner may feel that you are aware of the subject or you are aware of the answer very well. Okay, so ensure that you must ensure that your answer is clear, concise, and well organized or well structured. Okay, so here in DK Online, our main goal is to help you understand the subject in a concise way and help you excel in your studies to score good marks in examinations. Okay, together we'll explore the extensive world of your BMS syllabus, and with the aid of our class videos, we'll make the learning process not only manageable but also enjoyable also. Hope you liked my video. Thank you.